This is episode 3 of Launch Your Cigar Brand in 5 Steps. In episode 1, we built your brand identity and your brand brief. In episode 2, we designed your logo, the flag your brand flies. Today, we make the most tactile decision in the entire brand building process. We choose your cigar box. And I want to start by reframing what a cigar box actually is, because most founders think about it as a container. It's not. It's a performance. If you're joining this series for the first time, welcome. Episodes 1 and 2 are linked in the description and in the playlist. And while this episode stands on its own, the brand brief and logo work from the previous episodes will make your box decision significantly clearer. Everything in this series builds on what came before. Let's talk about what happens the moment a smoker picks up your box for the first time. Section 1. The box is a performance. Before the box is opened, it's already communicating. The weight of it in the hand. Does it feel substantial or flimsy? The texture of the surface, smooth and lacquered, or raw cedar with visible grain. The way the lid behaves. Does it slide open with resistance and precision, or does it flop? Every one of these physical properties is a brand signal. They happen before a word is read, before the band is examined, before the cigar is smelled. The box is the opening act of your brand's performance. This is why choosing a box purely on cost or convenience is a strategic mistake. A box chosen from a supplier catalog because it was the cheapest option available will feel like a cheap choice to the retailer who handles it, to the lounge owner who stocks it, and to the smoker who picks it up. The box doesn't lie. In the cigar world, where experienced smokers have handled hundreds of boxes, the physical quality signals are read instantly and accurately. Now let me walk you through the 6 main box structures, what each one communicates, who it's right for, and where it fits in the tier landscape. Section 2. The 6 box styles. Style 1. The cabinet box. This is the workhorse of the premium cigar world. A rectangular, deep box, typically holding 25 to 50 cigars, often with a cedar interior and a simple label or direct print on the outside. It communicates tradition, reliability, and accessible to mid-premium quality. Most established brands use cabinet boxes for their core everyday lines, precisely because the format carries no pretension. It says, "This cigar is about what's inside, not the packaging." Style 2. The dress box, also known as a paper-wrapped box. Flat, wide, typically holding 25 cigars in a single layer and fully wrapped in printed board or paper, giving you the largest continuous design canvas of any box format. The dress box is where strong visual identities really perform. If your brand identity has a crest, a detailed illustration, a rich color palette, or a complex pattern, the dress box gives it room to breathe. It positions premium to ultra-premium and photographs beautifully for retail and social media. Style 3. The slide lid box, or SLB. A simple cedar construction with a sliding top. Traditional, minimal, and unpretentious. The SLB is most at home in accessible premium positioning, or as a secondary format for brands whose confidence is high enough that the packaging can be simple. The risk? An SLB chosen because it was the cheapest option reads as budget. An SLB chosen as a deliberate minimalist statement reads as confidence. The intention has to be real. Style 4. The hinged lid box. Cedar or MDF construction with a hinged top. Think of a jewelry box for cigars. This is the most premium tactile experience of any standard box format, and the lid sound, the solid cushioned click of a well-made hinged lid closing, is a brand moment in its own right. The interior is fully designable, lined in fabric, printed paper, or debossed cedar. The hinged lid says, "This is worth presenting." It belongs at ultra-premium and gift positioning. Style 5. The book box. Shaped and bound like a hardcover book, opening from the spine. One of the most immediately distinctive box formats in the category. Strong shelf presence, conversation starter, and a full spread interior that functions like an open book of brand storytelling. The challenge: Manufacturing complexity is higher, the cost is higher, and the manufacturer base is narrower. Best for concept-driven and story-forward brands, where the packaging itself is meant to be talked about. Style 6. The coffin or torpedo box. Single cigar packaging in a tapered or shaped individual box, reserved for ultra-premium single cigars, limited editions, and gift presentations. This format says, this one cigar is worth presenting alone. The intimacy of the scale means every detail is examined closely: the finish, the hardware, the interior. There is nowhere to hide at this scale, which makes it both the highest reward and highest risk format. 6 styles, each one a different brand statement. And if you think back to the brand personality adjectives we defined in episode 1, heritage and authoritative, modern and bold, artisanal and quiet, those adjectives already point towards certain box styles. A heritage brand belongs in a hinged lid or dress box. A modern brand might challenge convention with a book box. A quiet, artisanal brand might choose an SLB and let the cedar speak. The identity work you did in episode 1 is doing its job right now. Section 3. Box style and brand tier. Box style materials and finishes combine to signal your brand tier, and the signal has to be consistent with your price point. This is the consistency principle. Your box, your band, and your retail price must all tell the same story. When they don't, the smoker experiences a kind of disconnect. Something feels off, even if they can't identify it. That feeling damages trust, and lost trust at the shelf means a lost sale. Ultra-premium signals, hinged lid construction, cedar lining, hot foil on the exterior, debossed brand mark on the lid, fabric or printed paper interior lining. Every touchpoint says, this was worth the time it took to make. Premium signals, dress box construction, full-color printed board, spot UV finish, a quality band system that echoes the box design language. Accessible premium signals, cabinet box, quality label with consistent brand application, clean typography, no cutting corners on the band. The 2 mistakes I see most often: a founder who wants ultra-premium positioning but chooses cabinet box construction to save money. The box undersells the product and the price feels unjustified. And a founder who puts a beautifully printed dress box around a product priced at accessible premium. The packaging makes a promise the price point doesn't keep, which creates a different kind of distrust. Price and packaging are a conversation. Make sure they're saying the same thing. Section 4. Materials. 3 primary materials drive cigar box construction: Spanish cedar, printed cardboard or board, and MDF. Each has a distinct set of properties, a distinct tier association, and a distinct relationship to the design finishes you can apply. Let me walk you through each one. Spanish cedar is the traditional material of premium cigar packaging for a reason that goes beyond aesthetics. It enhances the smoking experience. The natural oils in the wood contribute to the aging and humidification of the cigars, and the aroma of Spanish cedar is inseparable from the sensory identity of premium cigars in the minds of serious smokers. It communicates authenticity and tradition at a cost that reflects both. Natural grain variation means no 2 cedar boxes are identical, a quality that artisanal brands can lean into. Printed cardboard and board construction offers the highest design flexibility of any material. Full-color offset or digital printing, any finish application, consistent surface quality, and significantly lower cost at volume. The dress box format is almost always printed board. The trade-off: no cedar aroma benefit, and a tactile quality that, at low production values, reads as lightweight. At high production values, quality board, precision construction, premium finishes, printed board boxes can feel exceptional. MDF, medium density fiberboard, is the material of choice for hinged lid ultra-premium boxes and limited edition formats. Dense, smooth, and dimensionally consistent, it takes paint, lacquer, and hardware applications with a precision that cedar and cardboard can't match. It's heavier than cardboard and lighter than solid cedar, and it provides the perfectly smooth surface that makes debossed and foil-stamped details look their sharpest. The investment is higher. MDF boxes are among the most expensive packaging formats, but for the right brand at the right tier, no other material communicates the same level of intention. Section 5. Design decisions within the box. Once you've chosen your box structure and material, there are 4 design decisions that determine how the final product feels to hold. The first is label versus direct print. A label applied to the box surface versus artwork printed or lithographed directly onto the box. Direct print is more expensive, but produces a cleaner, more premium result. There's no label edge to catch, no texture interruption. At the premium tier and above, direct print is almost always the right choice. The second decision is interior design, and this is the most overlooked opportunity in cigar packaging. The interior is the first thing revealed when the lid opens. A raw cedar interior communicates authenticity and tradition. A fabric-lined interior communicates luxury and care. A printed paper interior with your brand's design language is a brand moment that most smokers don't expect and always remember. Don't design just the outside of the box. Design the reveal. The third is hardware. Hinges, clasps, magnetic closures, ribbon pulls. Every hardware choice is a tactile brand signal. A magnetic closure says precision. A ribbon pull says elegance. Cheap hinges that squeak or bind say carelessness, regardless of how beautiful the exterior design is. Hardware is a small detail that communicates loudly. And the fourth is count and configuration, how many cigars the box holds and how they're arranged. The count affects perceived value and retail positioning. A 10-count box of ultra-premium cigars feels like a curated selection. A 50-count cabinet feels like a staple. The configuration, bundled, in rows, in individual cedar dividers, is another tactile detail that either confirms or undermines the tier signal the exterior has set up. Section 6. The Box Band Brand System. Your box and your band are not 2 separate design problems. They are one packaging system, and they have to feel like they were designed by the same hand for the same brand with the same design language. The color palette must be consistent. The finish language should be complementary. If the band carries gold foil, the box should echo that element somewhere, even if subtly. The typography should come from the same family. When the system is coherent, the packaging has presence. When it isn't, the packaging looks assembled, not designed. In Phase 1, Week 2, we covered the band system in detail, and everything we said there about finish language and color consistency applies directly to the box-band relationship. The shelf test is simple. Place your box next to your 2 or 3 strongest competitors and step back 3 feet. Does your packaging hold its own? Does it communicate your tier clearly? Does it look like it belongs in that company? That's the test that matters. And that's episode 3 of Launch Your Cigar Brand in 5 Steps. You now have the 6 box styles, the tier signal matrix, the 3 materials and their trade-offs, the 4 interior design decisions, and the box band brand system that makes your packaging coherent on the shelf. Combined with your brand brief and your logo work, you are closer to a complete packaging specification than most founders ever get before they talk to a manufacturer. In episode 4 next week, we nail your color system for print, the CMYK versus Pantone deep dive that tells you exactly how to brief your printer so your colors come out right every time. This is a direct sequel to the most watched video on this channel, and it goes significantly deeper. Subscribe so you don't miss it. And the link to start a project with cigar package design is in the description below. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.